Hello and welcome back to Aquarium Plant Index, where each week we spotlight an aquatic plant to help you get the best out of your aquarium. This week we're taking a look at a classic with a twist, a Microsorum pteropus Trident, just more commonly known as Trident Fern. And it's a refined variation of a Java Fern. And this plant is known for its distinctive, finely divided leaf structure, offering far more detail and texture than standard forms, while maintaining the same hardy, low-maintenance nature. So Microsorum pteropus originates from Southeast Asia, where it grows along riverbanks, attached to wood and rock in shaded, slow-moving waters. And Trident is actually a cultivated variety of Java Fern, selected for its unique leaf shape. And like other Microsorum species, it's an epiphytic plant, meaning that it should be attached to hardscape rather than planted in the substrate. And what makes Trident Fern particularly valuable is that it combines the durability of the standard Java Fern with a much more intricate and decorative growth form. And this makes it suitable for both beginners and advanced aquascapers looking to add detail to their scape. Trident Fern is defined by its deeply split fork-like leaves, typically forming 3 to 5 narrow lobes, hence the name Trident. These leaves are slim, elongated and slightly irregular, giving the plant a more natural and organic feel. The colour is typically a rich, deep green, which remains consistent even under lower lighting. And compared to standard Java Fern, which has a broader, more simpler leaf shape, Trident Fern feels far more delicate and textured, allowing it to create softer, more refined looks within the aquascape. And as it matures, it develops a layered, slightly untidy growth pattern that works particularly well in nature-style layouts. Trident Fern is slow to moderate growing, but one of its most interesting traits is how it propagates. New plantlets often form directly on older leaves, developing small roots and leaves before eventually detaching and establishing themselves elsewhere in the aquarium. And like all Java Fern varieties, it grows from a rhizome, which stores nutrients and allows the plant to survive in more low-tech conditions or less than ideal conditions, making it an extremely hardy plant. However, this does also mean that burying the rhizome can often cause rot, which is one of the most common mistakes made with this plant. Although commonly grown submerged, Trident Fern can actually grow emersed in high humidity environments. And in emersed conditions, leaves tend to be thicker and slightly darker. The growth can be a lot faster, and the plant will become a lot more rigid in structure. And whilst it's less commonly used in paludariums than things like Bucephalandra or Bolbitis, it can still adapt well as long as humidity remains high and the rhizome stays moist. So Trident Fern should be used as an epiphyte and therefore it should be attached using aquarium-safe glue. Try not to bury the rhizome and place in areas with gentle flow. And its branching leaf structure makes it particularly effective when placed along driftwood, around rock edges or in slightly shaded areas of the aquarium. Maintenance is simple, but consistency is key, and you should remove older or damaged leaves to encourage new growth. Older leaves generally turn a light brown colour and they'll come away quite easily. Avoid too much excessive lighting because this could help in terms of promoting algae, and just always maintain stable water parameters. And because of its textured leaves, debris can sometimes settle more easily, so a little bit of flow just helps keep the leaves clean. While Trident Fern is a low-demanding, easy plant, keeping it looking its best does come down to consistent, balanced nutrition as well as lighting. And unlike many rooted plants, it primarily feeds from the water column, so regular dosing of a good quality liquid fertiliser is important. And key nutrients to focus on should include things like micronutrients to help maintain strong and healthy leaves, Potassium again helps prevent pinholes and deterioration, and again helps promote strong and healthy leaves. CO2 injection isn't required, but it can improve the overall plant health, increase the growth rate, and enhance the overall leaf quality. One important thing to note is that deficiencies tend to show up on older leaves first as the plant redirects nutrients to new growth. So if you spot pinholes or dark spots or just weakening of the leaves, it's often a sign of something like a potassium deficiency, or pale or dull leaves can perhaps indicate lack of micronutrients, while slow or stalled growth usually just points to inconsistent fertilization. Trident Fern is an incredibly versatile plant, and it works well in a wide range of styles, including nature aquariums, jungle layouts, low-tech setups, and it pairs particularly well with mosses for a more natural aged look, as well as Anubias or Bucephalandra for layered epiphytic planting. Its fine detail structure makes it ideal for softening hardscape, adding mid-ground interest and creating a sense of scale, especially in smaller aquariums or in larger aquariums. It can be used to create flow, repetition, and give detail to wood or rock structures. So some tips for success for this plant is to always attach to hardscape and never fully bury the rhizome. Keep the lighting moderate to reduce algae risk. Maintain stable water parameters and dose fertilizers consistently, not in excessive amounts, focusing on micronutrients and potassium. And be patient because growth is slow, but it can be very rewarding over time. Microsorum pteropus Trident is a fantastic alternative to standard Java Fern, offering more texture and detail and giving that classic aged look while maintaining the same ease of care. Its adaptability, resilience, and unique growth pattern make it a reliable and visually interesting addition to almost any aquascape. So if you enjoyed this episode of Aquarium Plant Index, please don't forget to like and subscribe and drop your plant requests in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.